Proverbs 21:31 says,
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord.
so appreciate that, James. So when I first saw this interview, I laughed, man, because James is really good at giving pre-game and post-game interviews or whatever. But this verse actually hit different for me in my devotional reading a couple weeks ago when I read it. Because in the grand scheme of things, man, God gives each and every one of us a gift, right? And when we accept that gift and we work in that gift, sometimes we may be tempted to take credit for the gift that God has given us. I don't care if you're good at cutting grass, cutting hair, or making potato salad, man. Shout out my auntie, man. Happy heavenly birthday. So we just always got to remember when we walking in our gift to make sure we give credit what credit's due, right? So I give you an example, man. So a couple weeks ago, I hit over 500 followers on my TikTok, right? And in the grand scheme of things, that's probably really not a lot of followers, right? But it hit different for me, though, because I am one of the most average, basic guys that you will ever meet. And for me to have 500 people say, you know what, man, I want to hear more of that content that you creating, man, I don't know, for some reason it hit different for me, man. And a lady commented one day and she was like, man, I really appreciate what you putting out right now. And I hit her back. I was like, man, I'm humble. And I said, give praise to God or whatever, because I know this is not me. I'm not smart enough to come up with this stuff on my own, man. So once again, when you get that gift and you accept that gift, man, God will give you favor in that gift. And once again, man, you just got to make sure you giving credit where that credit is due. If not, then you'll end up in the field like a cow eating grass. Somebody might be confused right now, but it's a king in the Bible. And if you know who this king is, let me know. But it was a king in the Bible, man, that, he had built a great kingdom, and with the help of God, of course. But he goes out on his palace one day and he's looking over his kingdom. He's like, man, I did all of this on my own. And next thing you know, Buddy was out there in the field eating grass like a cow. So I know that's kind of crazy, but man, let me know if you know who that is, man. But I'm telling you, man, like, listen, we could get so self-absorbed or have such self-confidence when we work in our gift that God has given us, which you really didn't deserve, that you'll start taking credit for it. So, hey, man, always give credit where credit's due. The horse is prepared for battle, but that victory, it belongs to the Lord. Hey, man, y'all have a good week, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week.